What's going on, guys? So this story I have for you today has to be one of the weirdest stories I've ever heard in my entire life. I want you guys to imagine marrying the woman or man of your dreams, having two beautiful kids together, and staying together for 8 long years until one night they go out to a concert and return with some hot divorce papers. Alleging that they fell in love with the performer that night and they simply had to be with them because you were just no comparison. Well, that all became a sad reality for this man Travis after his wife Jenna went to a Kip Moore concert. And for those of you wondering, in the country community, this guy seems to be quite the heartthrob. He's out here getting all these white women's panties wet on the nightly.
There was an onslaught of bras that got thrown on the stage, and before we knew it, the whole band was entrenched.
So this man obviously gets more ass than a toilet seat from the yee community of thirsty ass women. These two met after a concert at his meet and greet, and it was really love at first hug for J Baby over here.
After the show, there was a very hot hug that Kip gave me. Wasn't expecting all that hair grabbing. I asked him if he could take me home. My intentions were to not leave without Kip that night.
Ooh, that must have been one hot hug. She wanted that man Kip pulling her hair all night while singing choruses to her and shit. She even had this dude sign her back, which I think is kind of odd. Look, if you're gonna go for the body autograph, at least let me sign a titty or an ass cheek or something. And to make matters worse, the idiot decided to go ahead and get his signature tattooed on her body permanently.
It's very special to me. It's a symbol of his kindness and his passion.
Oh yeah, there's nothing quite like branding yourself like some sort of livestock. Good job, lady. To me, people who do this are just absolutely insane. I kid you not, I know someone who got a picture of Justin Bieber's face tattooed on her body. Like, what the fuck is that? Can you imagine sitting there trying to explain this one to your kids in 20 years? This bitch is never getting married. And personally, if I was rich and famous like this guy, my stalker would be absolutely the last person I would consider being with. Crazy ass bitch.
The eyes, Chico, they never lie.
I've tried to call his management. They wouldn't let me talk to anyone. None of his bandmates or managers or anyone has responded. I wrote a 12-page letter front and back to Kip.
Geez, this woman is looking for a wedding ring but is damn close to receiving that restraining order of death. This woman really just needs to get her, "Dear Slim, I wrote you but you still ain't calling," looking ass the fuck up out of here, man. This shit is pissing me off. She drove around for weeks with Miss Moore and "Marry Me Kip" written on her car in hopes that this advertisement would be enough to end up with a celebrity. This stupid bitch got a bird brain.
If Kip would be willing, I will marry him and run off to Hawaii and I'll have his surfer babies.
Damn, bitch, that shit was more basic than a Starbucks Frappuccino. And this is where the GOAT Dr. Phil comes in to explain that this interaction caused her to file a divorce from her husband Travis. This man is eating a shit sandwich and he is not happy about it. She claims that her husband has been emotionally abusive for years, and this concert was really the wake-up call she needed to divorce his ass.
Having the interaction I had with Kip Moore made me realize that love is supposed to be special, not full of hate and disgust the way that I had with my husband.
Though it's kind of hard to know who to believe when this woman actually thinks she has a legitimate shot with Big Kip over here.
So Kip paid special attention
Yes,
to you.
so I
How many
kinda-
people were at the concert?
Millions. I was just in the front row and I was crying and he made me feel special.
Damn, over 1 million people at some country concert? This motherfucker has more influence than Hitler, Joseph Stalin, fuck, maybe even Logan Paul, I don't know. The country star had actually caught wind of this crazy story, and he sent in a statement to Dr. Phil. "I meet hundreds of fans a day and always try and make myself really accessible to my fans. I've received a lot of letters throughout the years from fans thinking there was some sort of connection in a meet and greet because I smiled or made eye contact with them from the stage. The longer I tour, the more familiar faces like Jenna's I recognize in the crowd out every night. I appreciate her passion for my music and wish her nothing but the best." So Kip was basically saying, "I appreciate the kind gesture, but I'm not the one for you, baby." So she's nothing more than just another groupie.
I am very in love with Kip Moore. If I could, I would love to marry him. I've never felt something so strongly in my life.
And meanwhile, while all this was going on, this woman filed an order of protection against her own husband just days after the concert. This made him unable to return to his own home to see his family, and in this blind rage, she took all of his things and sold them in a yard sale a few days after the divorce papers came in. You know, it's really amazing to me that all a woman has to do is make a little accusation and all of a sudden a man can't return home to his belongings or to see his children. Our legal system is just fucked right now. Even Dr. Phil can't believe this crazy shit.
You get a restraining restraining order so he can't come to the house and then have a yard sale so he has to sit across the street and watch you sell his fishing rods? With Marry Me Kip Moore painted on the back of your window? What are you, 12?
No.
And I gotta say, it's really hard to know exactly what to think in this situation. On one hand, the woman is really fucked up for leaving her husband and family in such a stupid fashion. But on the other hand, maybe this guy can get abusive and we really don't know the whole story. To me, I just think that she was really tired of being with Mr. Personality over here, and she needed a way to strip off that bandage of marriage. If I was this guy Travis, I would have just let the woman go. She was absolutely ready to smash old Kip that night, and to me, that's not cool at all. If another man has my woman's attention, even if I'm married, that's pretty much the point where I probably have to call it quits. You know, a divorce isn't the worst thing you can go through. It's actually probably maintaining this relationship and keeping your kids in a fucked up environment. But I do think she's a bitch for trying to sell all of his stuff. But what do you guys think about this story? Do you think she's just an absolutely crazy bitch, or do you think that this is just some kind of weird side effect of abuse? Maybe this is just one spoiled bitch, I don't know. But I want to thank you guys for watching the video. As always, subscribe today if you're not subscribed, and drop a like if you did enjoy. Go hit me up on my social medias at JAMARI Speaks. We always have some great conversations over there. And I hope you guys have a good one. Peace out. I think I leveled up, so I'm feeling unstoppable. Make you stick it up, boy, I'm popping like a popsicle. Hurdle many obstacles, dodge a couple bullets, try and send me to the hospital. Now you know I'm hot dog, young Mickey Mouse. When I drop off, always shaking hands, I never fall off. Now I go into the mall and drop a couple racks. Catch me shopping up in Nordstrom, said he counting up the stacks. Find a biddy with some titties, then I take it to my crib. I seen it in the streets, now I show her how I live. Now I got it in the sheets, and she wanna have my kids. Blunt against the lips, I got trouble on my mind.